And there are our heroes, Sora, Donald, and Goofy, going down what equates to this endless sea of clouds from beneath the hole that they went to in the last episode before we close things off. And as you would have guessed, the enemy we're fighting against is this guy. Yep, it's the devil from Fantasia. And you would assume that the devil from Fantasia would be a pretty hard cookie to fight against. Well, evidently he is, but we'll get through it. So yeah, this is Chernabog. That's the official name of the devil from Fantasia, and that's who we are fighting against to start off things with this episode. So yeah, hey everybody, it's Double RPG here, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2. In today's episode, we are going to finish up End of the World before we get, right around where we get to the door before the final battle. But we're not going to enter that door just yet because there are some side quests that we can do after this episode. And we will get through all of them, and then we will come back here, and then we will finish off this Let's Play. But anyway, like I said, in today's episode, we're just only going to get up to where the door to the final battle is, and then we'll close things off. But anyway, let's get on with this episode that's already in progress, shall we? And as you can tell, Chernabog is really not that difficult, unless if you manage to keep your distance when he has the fire surrounding him, then you should be able to do fine. And for the most part, he's pretty much a simple boss to beat. I mean, I have died against this guy the first time when I fought against him. That was a long time ago when it came out back in 2002. And, yeah, he was pretty tough. Well, that was because I didn't know where all the secret items were, within all the worlds before coming here, so that way I could become a bit more stronger than where I was back then. Yeah, I was pretty weak with Sora back then. But anyway, we defeated Chernabog finally. And we learned the shared ability, Super Glide. Now, Super Glide is the same as when you're using the Glide ability, except when you press the square button, it will actually make you glide faster and farther from how long you could glide from before. So, they give this as the Fast Man's Glide, or the Quick Man's Glide. Okay, now I'm pretty much just trying to get everything straightened out for my characters right now, so that way they can have some newer abilities put on them. Like, for example, not Luffy. That's from One Piece, but Goofy managed to level up and have a maximum ability point increase. So that's why I gave him that MP haste, so that way the speed of his MP recovery will be quickened. Okay, now there are two ways to get down to the bottom here, but I'll show you where that other direction is and show you how to get to it that way. But anyway, we come down at the bottom here. We come to this area that looks like what equates to like a graveyard of sorts. It's kind of dark, but with something that's kind of has some similarities to Fantasia, with the devil and all, Chernabog, then yeah, I could see why this place is really that dark. But of course, this is a Heartless world, and everything is kind of morbid in terms of what you see. And I know things may seem to be dark, but that's just how this game is, with places like this. To be dark, to try to, blacken everything. Of course, if you're playing this game on an HD PVR with the component cables, then everything would be lightened up a bit. But since my HD PVR doesn't work for capturing PS2 footage that nicely because of the audio glitches, then yeah, it turns out to be a very big problem overall. Okay, so as you saw from before, that is, with that other path, how to get down to that one part from where we were before. Yeah, that's how you do it. But anyway, we go on in here. Let's see what waits us beyond this way. Oh, a Behemoth is there to greet us and to attack us. Yes, it's the same type of Behemoth that we fought, the past couple of times when we first came to this world. And he has the same hit point amount, the same experience points that he delivers to us after we defeat it, and all that jargon. So yeah, he's pretty much the same as the other ones. So anyway, let's just go ahead and do a number on him. And there goes Donald wasting his gravity spells on him. Or Gravira, I think. Let's see if we can get up here and stop him from using his laser. And Donald does the job nicely. So let's go ahead and finish him off. And then we'll see what else lies before us. But after we defeat him, we don't even get any items. And as you can tell from over there, there is a doorway that is symboled with the Heartless Emblem. And we're going to need to get through it somehow, but taking down the Behemoth, that was only the first part. The next few parts, or the next about 10 parts, are hordes of Heartless that we're going to be fighting against. And yes, there's a lot of these guys you got to be fighting against, and it will take approximately about almost 5 minutes to complete. That's why there's a lot of Heartless in here that you have to defeat in order to get that door to open. So, yeah, it's kind of a long and tedious process, but in terms of grinding, this is actually a good opportunity to do so. And, of course, this is the only time where you'll actually be fighting, you know, many hordes of Heartless in order to get the Heartless Emblem door to open up. And they all range from Pure Bloods and some Emblem Heartless. And for Pure Bloods, of course, I'm talking about Dark Balls and Invisibles. And for Emblem Heartless, I'm talking about the Angel Stars. So yeah, this can be pretty tough because of how strong the enemies are and how, you know, how your stats are at this, you know, at this point in the game. So take your time with this and make sure you heal often and make sure you get the large HP balls from the Invisibles too. But for the most part, just take your time. So, did you all have a great Christmas? I hope you did, because I certainly did. I got a Super Nintendo, and I did get those Super Nintendo games that I told you about, like Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse, and also Killer Instinct, and I did pick up some others, like Goof Troop, Disney's Aladdin, you know, the Capcom games, and Star Fox, and Adventures of Batman and Robin, Batman Returns, Tournament Fighters, and Cool Spot. Yeah, never thought you'd hear Cool Spot come up. And yeah, that's actually a pretty fun game. Pretty standard platformer. It's really not that bad. I might do a live commentary let's play on that soon. But yeah, I want to do... I do want to collect my back catalog of Super Nintendo games because it was probably the only retro console that I adored the most, because I definitely think it was Super Nintendo's best console that they have ever made back then. I wonder if the Wii U is going to be able to topple that, but it's hard to tell. Okay, but anyway, yeah, hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and now we have the New Year's to look forward to. And of course, 2012 is coming. Alright, so let's keep on fighting here. And hopefully, you know, if I can manage to get a job soon, or, you know, find a way to make money somehow, or make some more money, then I want to try to track down a copy of Earthbound, or some of those other rare games like Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3 and maybe Mega Man 7. You know, just a lot of those, just to put in my collection, if I can keep them. Like, Conker's Bad Fur Day, for example, I managed to get that for 50 bucks on, like, either half.com or Amazon, so, yeah, I'm keeping that on me at all times. And it's better to own the original stuff. Okay, so, because if some things are not going to make a Virtual Console release, then what's the point in bothering trying to, you know, wait for it to come on the Wii's Virtual Console or the 3DS's Virtual Console if they're not going to be made available anytime soon. And of course, I know there are some that are that would have a hard time going through the Virtual Console because of licensing issues. But you know, at points like this, just like, come on, get it on there for pity's sake. Like the Ninja Turtles games, but of course they used to be owned by Konami, but now Ubisoft has the rights to them. And, you know, the only way we would be able to see the Ninja Turtles games on the Virtual Console is to make sure that Konami gets the rights back, you know, for the licensing rights, specifically based on the new CGI animated series that's coming on Nickelodeon in 2012, which I want to try to, you know, watch. Hopefully they have, you know, streams of those, you know, internet streams of those episodes on, like, Nickelodeon.com or something, or Nick.com. But yeah, I would like to see it. Okay, very good. We have defeated all the Heartless that were within this room. And that opened up the door where the emblem Heartless was. So yeah, we can go through it. And beyond that door, there's a rest point, and there is another door, and it will lead us to the final battle. But let's open up this treasure chest. I think we get a Mega Elixir. Yes, we do. And yeah, that door over there, that will lead us to the final battle. We do not want to do that right away. But I'll tell you what we can do right now, since we got the rest of Ansem's reports, or the ones that we got a huge bulk of them from. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Let's go to Ansem's report here and read it. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart, cultivate darkness in a pure heart, both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments caused the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. My treatments produced no signs of recovery. I confined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Sometime later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seem born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? I wonder. The Heartless appear in groups, and are multiplying rapidly. I provided them both living and non-living samples. They responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who've lost their hearts, and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I am confident in this hypothesis. I must also study the behavioral principles. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It's just occurred to me. Could they be the darkness in people's hearts? Might be. Definitely seems like it. That was Ansem's report 4, so let's go to 6. A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the Heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I have devised a hypothesis, based upon my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless feed on others' hearts, and they yearn for that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart too, the heart of this world. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I am certain that was the heart of the world. The Heartless are trying to take hearts not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? That was Ansem's report 6, so let's go to 10. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky, and deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The Heartless desire those hearts. Born out of the darkness in people's hearts, they seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The Heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world of the Heartless? I will pursue the answer there, and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade, and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. Very interesting. But that's not all of Ansem's report, since we do have to get Ansem's report 5 or 8 from Hades. But we will do that when we go back over to the Olympus Coliseum in the next episode, which is exactly what we're going to do. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close off this episode since we already made really great progress today, and then we'll resume things by tomorrow. But anyway, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2, we're going to go back to the Olympus Coliseum where we're going to do the Hades Cup, which is the last cup in the entire game. And, well, we won't get through it all, but I think it'll be a 2-part episode, but we'll have to see how far it goes. But, yeah, it's going to be a long trek to get through that whole, tournament. But anyway, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description. And if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Anyway, gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.